2103, that is David Thomason, the rookie. Inside the following row, the 25 of Willie Nelson. Next to him, the 27 of Bill Olson. And back there by himself, taking the challenge, it's Michael Bilderbeck. Fans, do it with me. Here they come, the other guy. Green flag, and we're racing.
And this one's a good as Tom Guiley in that 40 machine out front. Has been running since 1985 as a driver. 86 of Steve Vaughn in second with a battle. And the 81 of Dennis Smith Jr. And watch out for Jim Olson in that 24 machine as he's running hot on the outside, working his way into that top three.
And DJ Smith definitely wanting to have a very good finish here as points are very, very close for him. He actually has a chance of moving all the way up to second by night's end if he can pull away victorious here. Not won a feature all year. It would mean everything for that 81 car to pull off a win.
But right now it's Tom Guiley in that 40 machine. Him and the 81 of Dennis Smith Jr. in a battle. And that 24 of Jim Olson is creeping his way right behind them. Mike Byer in the 75. And the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr. He's worked that outside really hard, and he's found his way in there. As the 86 of Steve Vaughn off the pace just a little bit, and Fearless Frank sliding into the top six.
Yeah, watch that back there as Michael Bilderbeck taking that Gerber Collision Challenge there for $1,400. Has moved up 4 spots so far, and he's on the move.
Yeah, but he's behind one of the tough ones, and Jake Manaski, and you know how that can be.
You got that right. I think the guy is the toughest car to pass here at the Rockford Speedway, the 84. Definitely one tough competitor to try to get around.
And it's Dennis Smith Jr. in that 81 car out front. It's Tom Guiley in the 24. And Jim Olson have a little battle as Mike Byer going a little high and wide. And the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr. creeping into that top 4. Watch out for the rookie, Fearless Frank. He's trying to make things happen in that 61 machine.
Driver X also needing to go ahead and try to make a move here to hold off his second place points. That's where he's sitting right now in the points as he's coming up on the inside of Guiley. Just grabbed third as he's looking to the inside of Jim Olson.
Yeah, right now, though, that 81 machine of Dennis Smith Jr., he's running some hot laps. He's almost 2 seconds ahead of that 24 of Jim Olson. John Reynolds Jr. right behind him. Tom Guiley and Mike Byer, your top 5.
And this Driver X tucking in behind Jim Olson. Now he's looking to the inside of Olson to make his challenge. As it's Driver X looking to the inside of Olson for second place there.
Yeah.
Michael Bilderbeck also moving up. He's on the move as he gets around the 7 car.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Michael Bilderbeck creeping his way into that top 7 spot. Maybe 8 right now as he's just a hold of number 7 of Jerry Stafford.
As Mike Byer gets side by side and bumped into Tom Guiley there in turns 3 and 4. Both drivers great skills hanging on, and Tom Guiley letting Mike Byer know he didn't like what he did to him.
Yeah, but any way you look at it, that 81 of Dennis Smith Jr., he has not won a feature this year. He's got 6 heats in his back pocket, and right now his car is heating up in the lead as Jim Olson and the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr. are battling for that 2nd and 3rd spot. Mike Byer slid his way back into that 4th, and Tom Guiley in your top 5. And here is Michael Bilderbeck. The Gerber Collision and Challenge man has worked himself into that 6th spot.
And he's gaining in on Tom Guiley. Bilderbeck on the move, also broke the track record today. He's in the top 6, but it's DJ Smith trying to pull away from Driver X and Jim Olson.
A little 1.2 second difference between Dennis Smith Jr. and the 2nd place of Jim Olson in that 24 machine. As him and John Reynolds go side by side in the turns 1 and 2. Michael Bilderbeck trying to find his way in that top 5 as he's alongside Tom Guiley. Max Kaler's going to slide in right behind him because he likes that low side, and they're both fast.
We're now past the halfway mark here in the 30-lap feature for the Stanley Steamer Late Models. Michael Bilderbeck working up to 5th here now as he's got some tough competitors to get around. As DJ Smith is pulling away from the field in the 81, it would mean everything for this driver to pull off a feature win tonight.
He's a 2.5 seconds ahead of the X-Man and John Reynolds Jr., who's in that 2nd spot. Jim Olson in 3rd, Mike Byer in 4th, Michael Bilderbeck in 5, Max Kaler in 6th, Tom Guiley in that 7th spot.
As Mike Byer starts to look to the inside of Jim Olson on his inside, it's going to be the 75 challenging 24 for 3rd spot. But here comes Michael Bilderbeck to challenge Mike Byer.
And why not? $1,400 on the line. He wants Gerber to pay. So does a lot of his fans, but Dennis Smith Jr. out front fast. John Reynolds Jr. second. Olson in third. Michael Builder back in that 4th spot, just ahead of the 75 of Mike Byer.
Kind of crazy right there as Mike Byer kind of got a little loose there in turns 1 and 2. Wasn't sure what was going to happen. Michael Bilderbeck securing that. Oh, DJ Smith off the pace.
Yeah, he's got some problems. Either do I. He's had all kinds of problems under that backstretch in the turns 3 and 4. He's lost speed, he's lost power, and it's John Reynolds Jr. who's now in front.
They don't know what happened there to DJ, but we got a new leader. Oh, DJ Smith and Driver X making contact. DJ Smith having issues. Here comes Jim Olson on the inside.
And look who's behind them. The number 2 of Michael Bilderback. He's working high. He's working low. He works behind Jim to get a little more speed in turns 1 and 2 as they go side by side. But it's the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr. out front. Dennis Smith in second. Michael Bilderback could get that 3rd spot if he gets by Jim Olson, and he does. Mike Byer is now in the 5th spot. Max Kaler right behind him in the 6th. Tom Guiley in 7th. The rookie Frank Baldowski rounding that off. But it's the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr. out front. Michael Bilderback now making a move on the 81 of Dennis Smith Jr. as they go side by side along the back stretch. Can John Reynolds Jr. hang on? Smith in 2nd. Bilderback still trying to catch him. Gerber Collision, $1,400 on the line. Jim Olson in 4th. Mike Byer in 5th. Max Kaler in 6th. But it's John Reynolds Jr. almost a second ahead of the 2nd place of Dennis Smith Jr. as he's alongside Michael Bilderback. But it's the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr. out front. Olson right behind him in the 4th spot. Mike Byer still hanging on to that 5th spot over Max Kaler in the 17. John Reynolds in turns 3 and 4. He'll have 1 to go. Smith in 2nd. Bilderback in 3rd. Olson in 4th right now. But any way you look at it, it's going to be John Reynolds Jr. winning this feature. Dennis Smith 2nd. Michael Bilderback 3rd. Jim Olson in 4th. And Mike Byer rounding off your top 5. That is the 4th feature win for the X-Man. He's got 3 heats and 3 dashes in his back pocket. He's a 2-time champion. Currently 2nd in the points. 104.9 the X, Colin Meadows, Crazy Times Pub and Grub, Neighbors Bar and Grill, Rock River Valley Painting. Prime sponsors for the X-Man of John Reynolds Jr.
Wow, what a race. What a race. After we do this interview, we will talk about our lucky number programs, and we will be giving away the 50-50 winner as John Reynolds Jr., Driver X, pulls off a victorious win here. Amazing. And as he slowly gets out of the car, I know he's hot. He drove his rear end off to get that win, to catch DJ Smith there and take the lead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Driver X, John Reynolds Jr. Give him the X. John Reynolds Jr., congratulations. It looked like DJ Smith was running a race. Something happened. You made sure you weren't going to have the same mistake. You took advantage of it there. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm sure he seemed like he was a little upset. I thought he conked out. You know, I didn't even know he was still there. But, you know, when you get people that want to race you hard, some people want to wreck you, you know, and you think about that. But when the green flag flies, you just buckle down and do your job. And I feel that's what I did tonight.
Yeah, you've definitely been a veteran here. How many years, John, have you been racing at Rockford Speedway?
I don't know too many, but I just want to congratulate my race team. I know it wasn't the greatest of years. We didn't win the championship. Mikey did. Congratulations to him and his team. But, you know, our team, I'll say it, you know, we raced out here since 04, 05 full-time, and we've never been out of the top 3 in points, so that's something to be proud of. I know it's not, you know, winning every year, but it's very consistent. We had a good, clean year this year. Just got to thank my guys and all my sponsors. Thank Jimmy Myers and Jammer. Jerry Lemke worked on our engine this week. You know, that's 2 full, clean seasons in a row for an engine program. That's something to be proud of.
All right. John Reynolds, once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for driver X, John Reynolds Jr. All right. She's got the ticket. Let's see what she got. All right. Marty, is this the matching ticket? Right here, this young lady right here. Marty, do we got a match? All right. Where are you out of? McChesney Park. The money's going to McChesney Park. From the Rock Valley Anglers Association doing the 50. Right here, there's your money. Let me slide around you. I've got interviews to do. We've got a rookie. Hang on, Michael. Let's do Rookie of the Year real quick here. We save the best for last. All right. Frank Beldowski, this was your first year running running late model. You just came out. Now, how long did you run American Short Trackers for?
3 years.
And you won it and you were, well, never mind, you didn't win it. All right. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Beldowski, your 2019 Stanley Steamer Late Model Rookie of the Year. How do you like driving late models versus short trackers? And who do you want to thank?
Short trackers are fun, but having horsepower is just ultimate to me. I love it. Still jumping my short trackers, have a little bit of fun here and there, but having that power at your foot, it takes a little more skill.
Will you be back in a late model next year?
Time tells. Time and money will tell.
All right. Who do you want to thank?
I got to thank K&D Hardwood, SH Automotive, LPA. Those guys helped me out a ton. TED Transit. You know, all my crew guys, my uncle, everybody who's helped me on this car, and my wife for putting up for a heck of a year, because it was a trying year for me. It was rough in the first year late models.
I hear you. I couldn't do it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Beldowski. Wait a minute. Fearless Frank Beldowski. Right. Now we got a champion to crown. I'm very, very happy for you, sir. I'm supposed to be non-biased. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you your 2019 Stanley Steamer Late Model Track Champion. This is Michael Bilderback. I got to get on the other side because I'm not used to standing on that side of you. Michael, would you like to tell him thank you to any of your crew members?
Yeah. This is a whole team effort. I just get the good part to look good in a race car, but it all starts with the crew guys at the shop.
I know it's an emotional night. I'm so happy for you, all you drivers, all the drivers that have been out here. Your team works week in and week out, and it's the amount of hours. I don't know how many hours a week you guys put in this. I think it's like usually you tell me 30 to 40 hours every week in a job.
Yeah, about 5 years ago I lost my grandpa. And we came back here with this paint scheme for him, and it's pretty cool to win a championship with it.
You doggone right it is. Michael Bilderback, God bless you. You are the 2019 Rockford Speedway Steamer Track Champion. One more time for Michael Bilderback, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I got pro. Wow! I can't even do that in my pickup truck.
Yeah, that's how you go out in style. Michael
As Fearless Frank's trying to show up Michael Bilderback in the Smoky Burnout contest.